in my first video of the new year, 2021, I'll be giving my thoughts on Paul McCartney's most recent effort, McCartney III, which was released December 2020. So, McCartney III, the first thing to say is, firstly, I like and admire the fact that Paul McCartney has played all the instruments himself on this album and recorded all the vocals himself, like on McCartney I and McCartney II. A few months ago I did a video when this album was announced, talking a bit about McCartney I and II and the fact that he recorded all the instruments himself also on those albums. So I won't be saying too much about those albums, I'll just be giving my thoughts on McCartney III in this video. Okay? So, I mostly enjoy the album, and I like the creative and experimental nature of the album. And so Paul recorded this album last year in the first lockdown, the first British lockdown, at home. And as I say, he recorded all the instruments himself. And yeah, it's a very productive, very creative album. And so the album cover is a dice with 3 black holes on it. And the rear cover, the back cover, I think is pretty cool. Cool photo of Paul McCartney. Maybe that would have been a better album cover, possibly. Maybe some people would agree with me on that. There's the gatefold, there's different photos inside. And I'll show the record. Oh, we have the lyrics here as well. Okay. This is it's just black there, and there was a few different colour editions. Like I think there was a red vinyl version, but I ordered this vinyl copy on eBay, and it just seems to be normal, just black, Should I have it that way? Just thinking. I think I'll put it that way. Have a change of scenery. Okay, so I have to look at this. So the songs, right? So it starts off. The album starts off with like an acoustic kind of instrumental called "Long-Tailed Winter Bird." And as I say, Paul plays the instruments. He plays the drums pretty good on here, bass, etc. Acoustic guitar. "Find My Way" is that would be a pretty good single. I think it's kind of catchy song. "Women and Wives" is a good piano tune. "Lavatory Lil" is quite a quirky, quite a funny song. "Sliding" is a heavy rock style song, heaviest song on the album maybe. And Paul plays pretty good electric guitar on the song. "Deep Deep Feeling" is okay, it's not my favourite. It goes on for a couple of minutes, maybe more than it should. "Deep Down" is I like the vibe on that song, it's pretty good. And the last song on here, "Winter Bird" / "When Winter Comes" is is an acoustic style number, and I think it wouldn't sound out of place on the Beatles' White Album. It's pretty good, And Paul's voice as well, I must say, is pretty good on that song. So that's my thoughts on McCartney III. Now, a few months ago, I picked up this Mojo magazine issue with an interview with Paul inside. On page 52, advert with it, and there's an interview. It just says about him recording the album, as I say, in lockdown last year, and a bit about he was supposed to perform at Glastonbury. That's a good photo. Last year, but of course it couldn't happen because of the pandemic, and it's been pushed back hopefully to, well, this June, hopefully. It could be good to see him there. At age 78, headlining Glastonbury is pretty good, And it's got photos from 50 years ago when he recorded the first McCartney, during the breakup of the Beatles, so it's very interesting, and it's a pretty good interview. And 1980 he recorded McCartney II. So, and it also came with this is pretty interesting. It came with this, which has an interview from 50 years ago. And it was just, It was him at home. In 1970. Is Lennon and McCartney still a partnership? Simple answer, no. And that was on April 18th, 1970. Paul McCartney interviews himself and breaks up the Beatles. That was a week after he announced the breakup of the Beatles. That's very interesting. It's very good. So that's my thoughts on McCartney III. I thought I'd share with you guys today. And I find it, yeah, I enjoy the album. It's a pretty good album. And I like the fact that Paul's 78, still being creative, still very productive, and he recorded all the instruments and vocals himself, including overdubs, you know, as I've mentioned. And also this was the Christmas #1 album on the UK charts, so I respect that very much as well. So yeah, just a few things. It was the new year. Just have a sip of tea a minute. Very nice. It's a new year, and 2021, and I think most people would agree. I hope it's a much better, much more rewarding year than 2020. And my hopes, well, I just hope that things go better, things go well. There's good news with the vaccine. Hopefully it'll start rolling out soon. I think it already has started rolling out, actually. So there's 2 of them, you know, as well. So that's pretty good. So just want to say, you know, feel free to watch, like, share, subscribe to this video and my channel, and hope you enjoy my video. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.